Well, good morning, peeps. Oh my goodness, the keys don't wanna cooperate with me this morning. Let me get down here. I like me down at the bottom when we're really looking at the quote today. So I hope you guys had a blessed weekend. I hope it was a good one for you. And we've got Leonard Cohen in the house this morning to start our week off. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. You know, when I first did these quotes, I was rediscovering old things. Uh, and this quote was not so much ubiquitous as it is now. It's when it came up, I thought, oh, should I post it? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it now, but it was one of those things that kind of went underground for a while, but it needed to come out because that's how the light gets in. There's a crack in everything, and we're not perfect. We're a hot mess. If this isn't the first time you've been here, you know how much I love a hot mess, because what that means is that there's creativity and there's growth going on, right? And there's authenticity. We are in this together. We're not perfect, but we're showing up as our imperfect self because that's how the light gets in, and that's how we get things done. And that's how we connect with each other. It's not because we're perfect. It's because we're wonderfully flawed human beings with a whole lot of passion. That's what makes us connect with each other. So, well, my goodness gracious. I'm going to put the comments on just in on the onset chance that we might have some folks coming in. And you know what I didn't do? Because I've been doing all kinds of things today. What I didn't do is set up the drawing. So I might as well do that even though it's early days now. Did you know statistically that the channels, any kind of channels, blog, whatever, it takes 8 solid months and some change to get things off the ground, right? And so I figured might as well start now. And because I'm starting with one, I'm gonna share my screen. That's what I'm going to end up doing here. We're going to screen share because we can, and see if I can do this. And I'll show you what I'm doing over here on the other screen, because I'm in a Chrome tab here. And there we are. See, giveaway tool. How the light gets in live. That's what we got going on right now. The match tag is hashtag Peeps. So if you make a comment and you put that hashtag Peeps, it's going to show up. So we're going to start collecting. And if we get somebody to come on in, I think it's got to be like 2 people to come on in, then we can do that at the end. So we'll see. Like I said, 8 months, and we are coming on to, we've still got one more week before we've actually hit the 2-month mark. So once we do that, we've only got 6 more months to go. So I was looking at that this week, and with the advice that I had gotten from starting the program with Project 24, that's 24 months to get to where you can monetize in a meaningful way a blog or a YouTube channel. So this is not a flash in the pan kind of a thing. This is meant for those of you that have the stamina, and because what I hear is that it's just like this, nothing. Oh my God, how am I going to handle it? Right? It's that, what they call it, the hockey stick. So we're preparing for the hockey stick. So right now, we're just we're cruising along, trying to get our skill level up. So when the hockey stick does flip, we'll be somewhat ready for it, because then we'll have a whole nother round of problems at that point. Right now, we're just trying to get people to come in real time. Got more people coming in. Well, and of course I moved, right? We moved from the my old main channel, which is the Startlingly True now. I had to rebrand that over to the Chicory Chix channel by itself. Well, now we've got something else going on, and that is YouTube came out with the podcast thing. So this is now considered a podcast. I'm waiting a while before we take that podcast and move it to Apple Podcast and other things, but it automatically goes to Google, the Google Podcast platform. I've already done the backward work for that. So it may take less than eight months for us to get going. And then, like I said, we'll have a whole nother round of issues. But I figured if I'm already going to be up in the morning, I'm already going to be showered and dressed, I'm already going to be having my cup of coffee, I'm already going to be talking to you, I've already invested in equipment, I'm already going to be investing in setup, and I'm an old community radio show DJ, right? So might as well, since this is only 10 minutes, Lord knows I can talk for 2 hours, not a problem. I've done it before. With the community radio shows, they were 2 hours long, and I had that was just a wonderful mix. So I decided, well, shoot, they don't have community radio anymore here, and because a lot of local stations, they're down to one. Before, when I lived here, I think there was 4, and down to 1, and it's not even, these local stations are they're not really, well, we do have one that's in Winona, but it's kind of a conglomerate where it's like other things, right? Same way with newspapers. We do have one local newspaper that's actually locally owned. We've got one that's locally branded, but it's part of a Wisconsin paper thing, right? And how many other communities are like this? I'm encouraging you, because I want to encourage you guys to come and do this too. That's one of the cool things about this platform, is that I can have guests on. You can show up in the comments, you can show up as a guest, you can show up as a co-host, and there's a steep learning curve. But if we're in it together, if you hop on with somebody else, that makes it a little bit easier. And that's what I was figuring, is like, well, shoot, since I had to already divvy all this stuff out into different channels to make it more Google search friendly, or Google algorithmic friendly. In other words, the audience knows what they're getting when they tune into whichever channel or podcast that I'm going to be doing. The podcast makes it even easier. That device to make them all different channels, that was before they rolled out the podcast. I might not have even had to do that if I had known about the podcasts coming, because the podcasts kind of do that automatically, kind of make it, okay, that's what that audience is for. This is what this audience is for. Because what they're trying to do is not spread my content. They're trying to figure out who you are and what you want and what makes it enjoyable for you to listen and engage in something. And then it sends you my way, or to whoever that Google thinks that would do that. So our job is to delight an audience. We just have to find the audience, and they have to find us. So we can have that conversation. And this platform makes it with the lives. I love the lives. Yeah, it reminds me of the old community radio show days. But it makes it so it's that wonderful interaction. You get to be a part of it live in real time, and we're having a cup of coffee together. That is so different. It's such a different experience, and it's such a lovely experience, especially for somebody. Believe it or not, I'm introvert. I like sitting at home. I like meeting you at home. Don't call me on the phone. Don't ask me for coffee. But a live stream, but a live stream. Oh, I'm all about it. We all have our funny quirks with that now, don't we? Yeah. And the other thing that I was looking at is, okay, I've got true story. So I've got all these different projects that I got going. So why not live stream them? And shoot, one of the big projects I've got going on this year is to have major oral surgery done. So why not? So why not go live, and why not have it be videotaped? Oh, and then the other part of it is oral surgery. So it's not just like I'm going to look bad. I might have to come on with the mask on just if it looks too bad, like if I got too much bruising. And if I show up and I look like I got like a hot mess bruising, it's because uh, it's because long story, and it'll come out as it comes through. But that, it's going to affect my voice too. But hot mess, we're a hot mess. We're going to keep going, and I hope you keep going, and I hope you embrace your hot mess this week, and have a blessed day, and have a blessed week, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.